Hi, I'm Brett Parker, Multimedia Specialist with the National Provisioner. And today we're showcasing Maple Leaf Farms, who've recently introduced their new Tucker Reserve line of premium duck products, which include boneless duck breast and whole duck for chefs and restaurant operators. Here to discuss this is Scott Tucker, CEO of Maple Leaf Farms, and Olivia Tucker Ruddell, Director of Marketing for Maple Leaf Farms. Scott and Olivia, thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us on, Brett. Look forward to our discussion.
Yeah, same here. Thank you.
Can you tell us the initial inspiration behind this line of duck products?
Yeah. So we created our Tucker Reserve line to better serve culinary professionals that are looking for an array of clean label products along with high consistency of portion sizing, which has become more important than ever in the culinary industry nowadays. So these products are precisely sized, all natural, halal certified, antibiotic free, never ever. Pretty much any claim that you can think of are included in this line, along with, of course, the name being inspired by the Tucker family, since we are the family ownership team here at Maple Leaf.
What are the biggest challenges you've found in crafting a duck product?
Oh my, that's a pretty substantial list. I'll do my best with that. When you go back to the duck industry of 40, 50 years ago, in terms of having consistency of product and quality, that was, a significant problem in terms of um, the the taste of the product, flavor, the consistency of how it's processed, of what goes into the product. So we have undertaken over those 40, 50 years a process of vertical integration where we can control really all the inputs that go into the production of the product. We are a primary breeder of duck, meaning we have our own duck genetics, um, and which really means we're breeding this duck to improve its quality, improve its flavor, improving its meat to fat ratio. We produce our own feed in our own feed mill. There's no other duck producers in the country that do that. So we can be very careful about the ingredients that go in and ensuring their quality. We do all of our own uh, hatching, growing, breeding, and processing of the product to ensure at every step of the process um, that quality is top notch. And then, of course, Olivia and what she and her team do in terms of presenting these products, how we package those. We do that in not only environmentally friendly ways, but certainly very appealing ways to the consumer. A lot of different challenges there to really kind of upgrade duck from where it started to now it's a much more mainstream product, different than chicken and turkey is today.
So, with all that being said, do you feel that the final duck product that Maple Leaf Farms produces differs from similar duck products on the market?
Yeah, so to what Uncle Scott was saying, really all those steps on the way from farm to fork bring quality measures, and every single step of the process, there's quality measures there. So that really shows in the end product. We're known to have the highest quality in the market, and that's because there's care put into every single step. So between that and then also, of course, trying to achieve the highest quality insurance ratings possible and creating products like this line with very precise claims, we've really stood out from a quality standpoint compared to other products on the market.
And we've certainly produced a number of different and unique products relative to our competitors. Traditionally, we have a number that are, um, for instance, our flagship product, our roast half duck, which we've been producing for now almost 50 years, is just at such a different level in terms of not only quality, but in terms of convenience, for the consumer. And that's really what been some of the driving force behind our business is how do we put duck into forms that are, uh, I wouldn't say, you know, completely unique. In some cases they are, but that really meet consumers' needs and or restaurant operators' needs, which is a major segment of our business. And, we've been able to successfully doing that by listening to those consumers and those operators, and then, formulating those things that truly meet their needs, whether it's in, that restaurant kitchen or the consumer's kitchen at home.
Now, it's been written that the duck products offer, quote, more precise sizing than our standard food service line, quote unquote. Could you explain why precise sizing was specifically important with this duck product?
Yeah, chefs and restaurant operators have been looking for more precisely products and consistent quality now more than ever. Precise sizing comes with a cost savings, along with being more consistent on cooking times and more efficiency in the kitchen for kitchens with short staff and, of course, rising costs nowadays. Um, so really, all of that goes into creating a more precise size, more efficient product for the chef, and that helps them in the long run with effective plate presentations.
The farms where the duck products come from adheres to a, quote, Trident stewardship program, which involves certification and audits for a duck's well-being, unquote. Could
Mhm.
you explain how exactly that program works?
Happily, helped come up with this concept back in the 1990s. At that time, there weren't a whole lot of, um, animal welfare related programs. And, um, we wanted to do something that, demonstrated our commitment to taking care of animals responsibly. This program was really built around what we call our duck care core beliefs, things that are, really real values to our business and to the way that we treat animals. Um, some people, don't treat their animals as well. We think that not only is the right and moral thing to do, but it is appropriate in terms of getting the efficiency from the animal as well. Um, this whole program is really science based. What we try to do with this program is focus on really three core components to it. It's humane duck care and well-being. It's biosecurity, which means protecting the duck itself from anything harmful in the external environment. The one that maybe is most concerning and the one that we're protecting most against right now is highly pathogenic avian influenza, which seems to be rampant, unfortunately, around the world. And then the third one is natural resource conservation. How do we best take care of the environment that the duck itself is in, that we could affect from the outside, whether that's water or, making sure that, anything related to manure or anything of that nature, is not negatively affecting the environment. And we watch these things very, very closely. Um, we actually have training sessions very consistently with our producer group. We have a number of private farmers that work for us that we have certainly staff that go out, meet with these people on a regular basis, actually also perform audits related to these Trident stewardship guidelines to ensure that they're meeting those. And then those guidelines are all developed through work with university um, academics, veterinarians, professionals in animal care and well-being, and they helped us develop those guidelines and obviously the audit parameters that we utilize in doing the audits. We also have people that are involved in that are certified. We have it certified through what's called PACO, which is the Professional Animal Auditor Certification Organization. And so it's just critical for us, and I think for a lot of consumers today, to know that their animals are being treated well, the ones that they want to consume. It's an important part of their buying decision, and we put a lot of effort into ensuring that that happens on a consistent basis.
Great. A lot of great information there.
Thank you.
Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Scott Tucker and Olivia Tucker Ruddell of Maple Leaf Farms, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Brett.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching.